I did. Jim, with the youth movement on this team, what was your overall impression from the spring game about your group?
I thought a lot of good things. Guys were taking a lot of the technique that they were practicing and using it in the game, and that's.
Coach, as you've managed a very difficult offseason for this Michigan State football program, how have you guided your team amidst the distraction? Chris, Coach, as you look ahead to the future of this program, what excites you the most about Rutgers football moving forward? You have one more practice and then you take your endeavors to Rome. What do you hope to accomplish while you are overseas?
I want it to be the greatest experience of our players' lives up until this point. It's going to be a great educational experience.
Did you invite the Pope to practice?
We are going to see, we have tickets to go see the Pope give a papal address on the 26th of April.
And lastly, you're breaking in some new khakis on game day. How do they feel?
Good, yeah. It's a great day for football, great turnout by our Michigan fans, so good day.
Interview, Jake, you're holding what it means to be the best tight end of your time. What does this feel like to be holding the John Mackey Trophy right now?
It's a little heavy, but no, it feels good. It feels really good.
I don't know, 7 years I was here, never did he not move me in some way before a football game with a motivational, inspirational talk.
And similar to the way you talk about Bo is the way that your son, Jim, talks about you. So what is it like to watch your son in this capacity coaching at Michigan?
Just pride, joy, and gratitude for a great wife.
The team has really risen to the standards that we've laid out for them, and we've had a productive offseason and a great spring.
And what have you liked the most about this spring in your team's response to the 2-10 season last fall?
Oh, they got back to work right away. They pushed the reset button after our last game last year. And they got.
Coach, first, what did you like about that opening drive?
Well, I think the work was maybe 4 or 5 for 5, so caught the ball effectively and pass protect.
And why were you inspired to come back to the sideline to be an honorary coach for today's spring game?
It was just a great opportunity to, be around the guys, brothership with the guys, and, just give them a piece of myself while I'm out here.
What has been your advice here on the sideline?
I told them just connect with your brothers at this time because, you don't get these years back.
Yeah, he wins the Super Bowl in February, and now you're head coach of Team White. So what is it like? What has this been like for you the last couple of months after winning the Super Bowl, first and foremost?
I mean, it's been amazing. Winning the Super Bowl is one, especially the way that we've done it.
And you had the edge against your former fellow teammate on the other sideline. Who do you think has the edge today?
Oh, we got the edge. Look, we're still winning. They haven't scored. It's all about defense. Our defense is playing well, hasn't given up any points. So hopefully we keep that going.
All right, he's got the ring. You heard it here first, guys.
Me and Duran, we came in together and we're still great friends to this day, so it's awesome.
Speaking of Duran, he had some words to say about not only getting the Super Bowl ring, but also perhaps the bragging rights here in the spring game. What is your counter to that?
I gave him 13 points already. What else does he want?
Chris, earlier you mentioned the thin offense here for Rutgers as they go through this rebuild. I caught up with offensive coordinator Jerry Kill, and he said that the biggest challenge going through this transition is that they oftentimes go through this thin depth chart. He said it typically takes 3 recruiting classes to build up a program, which he has done throughout his entire career. And I asked him, why was Rutgers the right move for you? He said, it's what I've done my entire career, rebuilding programs. It's my personality to get in there and change things up.
I'm just going to try to be ready whenever the team clears me. I want to be ready for them.
And Jake, you going to the draft leaves a big hole in that tight end position. What's a reason for these fans to be excited for what's coming after you?
Oh, man, you look at some of the plays being made today. You saw Zach hauled in a big pass, broke a tackle, and took it for a touchdown.
Don, as the leader of this defensive core, when you look at the young group that you have, what do you see?
Well, when you're evaluating in a spring game, you're really evaluating individual performance, and that's what we're trying to get done today.
On the topic of individual performances, what about a guy like Rashawn Gary? What can he mean to this football program on the defensive side of the ball?
Well, you got to account for him with at least 1, maybe 2 in the protection.
Toughness and guys that can do their assignment well on a consistent basis.
And somebody who did that well for you was Coach Ash back in the day. You had the chance to coach him during his college years, and on a personal level, why is he the right coach to lead this program to new heights?
Well, he's very determined.
As the newest member of Jim Harbaugh's coaching staff, you said you came back to the college game to win a national championship, but ultimately, why did you choose Michigan?
Well, this was the opportunity for a lifetime for myself and my family.
When you look at the quarterback position in this program, currently Wilton Spate, what do you see with NFL eyes when you look at a guy like him and where he can go this season?
Well, he has the ideal size,
Coach, what are you looking for as the clock winds down for this final drive?
Well, you know, I want to keep it close.
What are some of the biggest hurdles you experienced in that transition to the Big Ten?
Well, I mean, you have to get people to believe it.
Lastly, John, I can't let you get away without addressing your jacket. What's the wardrobe choice? What's the thoughts behind that?
Well, John Wangler started a new company, and I'm here to support him. But I did it all last year, and it's kind of become my trademark. And I know Jim Ressler, your producer, that's in the truck right now. I know he's wearing one right now as well. He's got the socks to match.
Producer Jim getting the shout out. John Jansen, thanks for the time.
Thanks a lot.
Michelle, don't you have one? With Rutgers offensive coordinator Jerry Kill, get his thoughts on his quarterback.
Yeah, Coach, let's start with the quarterback position. How impressed were you by Giovanni Ruscino tonight?
Well, he did a good job. I think it's been a unique situation taking over a program where we only have, 2 scholarship quarterbacks and one